Metal Gear Solid is without question one of the most iconic video games of all time. This video game has been cited by a lot of people for being influential for the stealth gameplay and for how amazing the story is. Seriously, this video game I would suggest you check it out if you never played it because it is certainly a joy to behold. Oh yes, Metal Gear Solid. I had some fond memories playing this video game a few years after its release back in 1998. And I have to say, wow, it is certainly one of the most legendary PlayStation games of all time. The story was very interesting. You see, taking place in 2005, Solid Snake now has to stop a terrorist group called the Foxhound Members, which consists of Revolver Ocelot, Falcon, Raven, Sniper Wolf, Psycho Mantis, Decoy Octopus, and the main antagonist, Liquid Snake. And so basically what Solid Snake has to deal with is not just them, but a conspiracy, all the lies Roy Campbell tells him, meeting new characters such as Stasha, Maylene, Meryl, Dr. Hal Emmerich, a ninja, aka Gray Fox. And he has to deal with a lot. And I will say that story-wise, the story in this video game is amazing. It's simply one of the best. And, hats off to Konami. They did a fantastic game crafting this story. For 1998 standards, it was iconic for what it turned out to be. Certainly, this video game has its place in video game history. Sure, it's a little outdated by today's standards. Gameplay is, it was something for its time, but, if you're a fan of this video game, sometimes it could probably be hard, going back to play this game, considering how outdated it is. But nonetheless, this is such a great experience. What's really impressive, the cutscenes, the graphics, it all screams just excellence, at least by 1998 standards. Back then, not a lot of people knew about the Metal Gear franchise. I was one of those people, but then when I heard about this game, a few years later I checked it out, I would say I was pretty much blown away for what kind of story it offered. The music is very beautiful. Especially in certain scenes in the video game, they play a sad music. It makes you kind of feel sad for some of the Foxhound members. Nonetheless, though, I think what this video game gave players was not just an amazing experience, but they learned a lot more about Solid Snake, what he's fighting for, why he's doing this, and the mere fact he does care about people such as Merlin. Nonetheless, though, this is a video game that will be remembered for years to come still. In fact, you'll still be talking to people about this game, 10 to 15 years from now. I'm giving this video game a 9 out of 10. Even with the outdated gameplay, the story is really what sold me here. You see, my history with the Metal Gear Solid video games is I was more into its sequel because that was the video game that introduced me to this franchise. But then when I checked this game out, I was like, wow, this is amazing. If anything, I think that Konami really deserves a pat on the back. They did a great job for a time when this video game came out. Because if anyone remembers correctly, were there any really iconic video games in the late 90s? Yeah, there probably were a lot, but not to this depth. Not to this cinematic experience where it feels like you're watching a movie a lot of the time. And that's my review of Metal Gear Solid. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what are your experiences with this video game growing up. Do you think this is one of the most influential video games of all time? Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.